we are going to see a lot of superheroes. Where last time, in Avengers Endgame, superheroes came from every corner of the Earth and the universe to fight Thanos. This time it's not about one universe. This time, the multiverse is collapsing. Where last time Wakandans, space pirates, sorcerers, and who knows who else had joined, this time they will also return, and their variants too, and the variants of those variants as well, along with the Eternals, New Avengers, Multiversal Avengers, Illuminati, X-Men, Fantastic Four, and Spider-Man, whom no one remembers. So let's talk about all of them in detail. Let's start with our OG Avengers team, which was earlier led by Steve Rogers. But after passing on his shield and legacy to Sam Wilson, this team now has limited members, like Thor, Falcon, Ant-Man, Boss, M'Baku, Namor, Shang-Chi, Captain Marvel, War Machine, and Professor Hulk. Currently, Thor and Captain Marvel are on a space trip, but they'll return when needed. And with new information too, talking about Black Panther and the presence of the Wakandans. Their presence means the Wakandan army will also be involved if the war scales up. And with Namor's presence, the Talakan army will also join. And chances are very high, since Namora and Atuma's actors were recently spotted with the confirmed cast of Doomsday. Now let's talk about the New Avengers. This is a fresh team, but has a lot of potential. This team is being led by Yelena, which includes Bucky, Red Guardian, Ghost, John Walker, and Bob. Currently, they are government-sponsored Avengers who are stationed in the Avengers Tower, now converted into the Watchtower. Bob, who holds the powers of Sentry and Void, hasn't revealed them recently, but we expect him to do so when needed because he is the heavy hitter and the biggest shield of this team. Chances are that they'll bring in Red Hulk too to give him redemption and make this team even more powerful. After that comes the turn of the X-Men. At the end of the Marvels, Monica reaches another universe where she meets Beast, and that universe is Binary, who looks like her mother. From this universe, we'll see Professor X, Magneto, Cyclops, Mystique, Nightcrawler, and Beast, confirmed in the Doomsday cast announcement. Now, nothing is confirmed, but it's being speculated that the main Earth and this Earth will have an incursion at the end. Both will collide, and we'll witness a fight between the two universes. Now let's talk about the most dangerous and prepared team that can stand against the incursion and Doctor Doom, the Illuminati. Even though we saw this team getting destroyed in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, one thing we ignored was this empty chair, which could belong to that universe's Doctor Doom. Or maybe this Illuminati team will have new members, like Superior Iron Man and Balder the Brave, as was originally planned. We get this idea from unused concept art. Talking about the next team, the Eternals. They were created by the Celestials to fight the Deviants. But after the events of Eternals, they are now a divided team. One part of the Eternals is being led by Thena, along with Druig and Makari, who have left Earth to find more of their kind, to revolt against the Celestials. On Earth, Cersei, Kingo, and Phastos were taken by Arishem. Currently, Sprite has become human, and Icarus threw himself into the sun. So Cersei and Thena's teams could be the link that connects the Eternals to the Doomsday story, since their creators, the Celestials, were part of the creation of the universe, meaning the Celestials could play a major role in stopping Doctor Doom. Talking about champions or young Avengers, this could be the most exciting and unpredictable team of the new MCU phase. This has already started with Kamala connecting with Kate Bishop. This team will most probably be formed by White Vision, which could also include Peter Quill. These two were seen together in concept art, and Sprite was seen with them too. So maybe instead of returning to the Eternals, Sprite will be seen with the champions. Potential candidates include Wiccan, Speed, Cassie Lang, Riri Williams, and Scar, all of whom are currently scattered. But one by one, they'll all unite when Kamala approaches them like Nick Fury did. This team could be set on the West Coast, essentially forming the West Coast Avengers. Earlier I wanted to include America Chavez in the champions too, but then I thought, in the Endgame battle, the biggest trump cards should get separate appreciation. I'm talking about the magic users of the MCU who belong to Kamartaj. It was the Sorcerer Army who opened the portals in Endgame, not just from Earth but from space too, to bring support to the Avengers. Under Wong's leadership, this team has become even more powerful. And with a unique character like America Chavez, this team becomes even stronger. Rintra and Master Hamir can also play an important role. They weren't given much spotlight during Scarlet Witch's wrath. Dr. Strange is currently with Clea, investigating matters related to incursions, so we can assume that this will be the first team to deal with incursion-related issues from Earth 616. Talking about Guardians. At the end of Guardians of the Galaxy, we got a new team where Rocket Raccoon is now the leader. The new team members include Cosmo the Space Dog, Kraglin, Adam Warlock, Phyla-Vell, and King Groot. This team is currently acting as Space Patrol based in Nowhere. They're offering protection to planets in need, building their experience as a team. Now, Adam Warlock in the comics is an insane cosmic-level character, which is why we can expect that he and Phyla will be very useful against Doom. The Guardians also played a decisive role in Infinity War, and they will again. Now, if we're talking about space, then we can't not talk about the Fantastic Four's ship that will be seen with the new Avengers. So the next team that'll go up against Dr. Doom is the Fantastic Four. This team has Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman, Human Torch, and The Thing, Marvel's first super-powered family. Above all, Mr. Fantastic is the one who can go head-to-head with Dr. Doom. Their clash is guaranteed. We just have to see on what scale. Now, Spider-Man has no team for now, but mainly we'll find out at the end of Brand New Day whether Spider-Man is going solo in Avengers, Doomsday, or if he will have others with him. Brand New Day includes the character of Cindy Moon, so maybe she'll be seen with Spider-Man in Doomsday. Plus, more interesting is that the people who knew Spider-Man during Infinity War and Endgame don't remember him anymore, except for characters who aren't on Earth, because maybe Strange's spell was limited to Earth, so Guardians, and most probably Hulk, would still know Spider-Man. On top of that, it seems like Spider-Man will be the lead character in Avengers Doomsday, because the recent delays that were announced seem like they were made to bring Spider-Man into Doomsday. Now let's talk about the TVA team. So on one hand, Time God Loki is handling the matter. On the other hand, the events of Deadpool and Wolverine will be responsible for the formation of the Multiversal Avengers. That too, through the TVA, where Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man could also appear. So in Deadpool and Wolverine, the TVA is being set up to rescue characters whose timelines are being destroyed. So with Deadpool and Wolverine, the TVA will bring together characters from various universes and form the Multiversal Avengers team, where Marvel's legacy characters will return and give everything they've got to save the multiverse from collapsing. Because this destruction doesn't just affect one universe, it threatens the entire multiverse. And the multiverse is vast and awesome. So friends, as you saw, Doomsday isn't just a movie. It's becoming a multiversal war, where earlier only one Avengers team was fighting, now more than 10 teams will enter the battlefield. And all will have the same mission, to save the multiverse from destruction. But the big question is, whose side is Dr. Doom really on? Will he be with the superheroes, or against them? Or is everyone trying to solve the problem in their own way? Which is your favorite team here? And which superhero are you most excited to see? Please let me know in the comments. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel.